Hello, and welcome back to Luigi's Mansion. So, Luigi's Mansion. Typically a game in which you go through the mansion and collect as much money as you can. However, in this series, I've been trying to do the exact opposite. I am collecting no money. And as you can see there, I've been doing a pretty good job of that so far. In fact, we are now up to Area 4, the final area of the game, and we have no money at all, which is just what I want to see right now. So, of course, if you want to watch maybe a better playthrough of this game, I would suggest you check out my original series from a number of years back. The videos are a bit older, of course, but I do stand by my gameplay in that series. I think I covered just about everything. But enough of all that. We are going to return to the mansion, and actually there's something that I thought of in between episodes. Last time, we fought Boolossus, the boss of Area 3. And we took a lot of damage because we were in the Hidden Mansion. So in the Hidden Mansion, of course, your vacuum works twice as fast, but you also take twice as much damage as you would in the normal mansion. But against Boolossus specifically, it doesn't really matter how fast your vacuum works, now does it? So if you want an easier time getting that gold frame on Boolossus, then maybe just jump on back to the normal mansion for that boss fight. Yeah, these are the professional grade hints that you watch this series for. But we are returning to the Hidden Mansion because that's where we've been all along, and I am not about to chicken out now. So, here we are. Oh, the beginning of Area 4, the real endgame. And before we begin with the endgame, we are going to walk through the dining room here. Yeah, hey, Mr. Lugs, I see you're having a grand time. And we're gonna pick up a bit of water. And we are going to return to the dog yard to check on our plant, which, as we see, has now grown into a giant container, a capsule, I suppose, that is full of money and one of the only 2 gold gems in the entire game. So this is a huge cash payout if you've been watering it every area, but I'm not gonna do that. Nope, it will stay there as it is. Maybe the professor will come back at some point and water it himself for a nice cash payout. But we are going to go back to the 3rd floor, see you later, Mr. Lugs, and continue our adventure. Now, the thing about Area 4 of this game is, as you will see, there's a bit of an event that happens right at the beginning. And, well, we'll talk about it momentarily as I get there. I just need something to talk about as we walk through these now wonderfully lit hallways. Except for this bit at the end, because I guess this is technically part of Area 4, maybe. So, through here, into the safari room, and we are returning to the balcony because that is where the door to Area 4 is located. Just over this way, in fact. And here it is. Yep, it senses our presence. And as the door opens, lightning strikes the mansion and all the power goes out. Oh dear, oh dear. Who's this? Criminy, what a calamity! The electricity has gone out! That lightning strike just now must have caused a blackout. I can't see anything in this blasted darkness. The ghosts will have the run of the place in the dark. Be careful, Luigi. You're our only hope. Yeah. Oh, and there's ghosts. Okay, Luigi, we're moving on through, though. So yes, this is the event I spoke about. And oh, hang on. I hear a telephone. Perhaps it is emanating from the telephone room. Oh, this one, in fact.
Hello?
Hello, may I ask who is speaking, please? It's Bowser! Eek! I had to. I simply had to. But they called back immediately, so it's okay.
Hello?
Hello, may I ask who's speaking? Luigi, oh, I didn't have the option to mess with you more. Oh, it's me, Toad. I don't know what I would have done if a ghost had answered. Anyway, we have a terrible problem. The lightning caused a blackout all over the house. What should we do? We're really afraid of the dark. Isn't there a way you can turn the lights back on? Huh? No, we don't know how to turn them on. We were hoping you'd know. Sniff. Oh, me. But now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large breaker switch somewhere in the basement. Ah, somewhere in the basement, you say? Hang on just a moment, though. There's another phone call incoming.
Hello?
Hello? Howdy, hello? Oh, sorry to surprise you, boy. It's me, Professor Egad. Why didn't you use the Game Boy? Sorry for disturbing you. I know I usually contact you by Game Boy Horror. Oh, see, here we go. Our questions will be answered. But I thought I'd try this phone since you were in the room. You know that all ghosts avoid the light and hide in the dark. But listen now, there's one ghost who fled from the gallery who only hides in the darkest places. His name is Uncle Grimly. If he's on the loose, then now may be your only chance to get him. Why don't you try looking for him before you get those lights back on? Might be wise. He's old for a ghost, but it's only made him more cautious. I do know, though, that for some reason he tends to prefer rooms with mirrors written in green. Uh-oh, the ghosts are starting to approach your position. Be careful, Luigi. Darn it, Luigi, you weren't careful. Okay, we're just gonna have to take care of these little ghosts. This is nothing. These are small fry ghosts. We have certainly captured worse than you. Oh, that one's actually pretty bad. These ones are tough. They are big boy ghosts. No. There we are. So, the doors are once again open, and we have a bit of a direction in which we can go. But, yeah, getting there, that's the problem, because now that the lights are off, no, not today, bud, now that the lights are off, there are ghosts everywhere, so I'm gonna show you a little trick. If you switch your control style to sidestep, in this instance, you can happily sidestep your way through all the rooms, keeping your back to the wall. And then you don't need to worry about the ghosts because they'll never spawn, oh boy, they'll never spawn in front of you. Or, yeah, they only spawn behind you, and if your back is to the wall, well, then they aren't gonna spawn at all. Hey, that rhymes. And remember, if I can find the right button, we saw that there was a mirror in this room, so we can look over this way, avoid any ghosts that aren't gonna scare us. Ooh, that one almost got us, though. And here we are, back in the foyer. So now that we're safe, I can talk for a moment while I do some fancy dance moves. The blackout, as it is known, is a special time in Luigi's Mansion, because if you ever missed any gold mice or any blue money ghosts, now is when they respawn, so you have another chance to catch them, provided you know where they are. And speaking of, if you want to collect money, which there's a slight possibility that you do, there are some extra blue ghosts in Hang on, is there a good way to move? Yeah, here we go, the C-stick. There's some extra blue ghosts during the blackout that never appear any other time in the game. So if you watch my original playthrough of this game, I actually went out and caught them. But I'm not going to do that now, so I will tell you where they are. Now, I believe there is one in one of the treasure chests in the hidden room, so there's even more money to be found there. In the conservatory, sitting on the piano bench, there is another one. And if we scale on up to the second floor here, there is a zoom. Oh, can I not zoom in if Luigi isn't there? Oh, well. On the second floor in Chauncey's room, in the crib, there is a third special blue ghost who only appears in the blackout. So, there you go. Now you know. How would you know those were there if I didn't just tell you? I have no idea. Nothing in the game. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. Run, Luigi. Keep your back to the wall and run. But yeah, nothing in the game alludes to those at all. Nothing tells you. And in fact, regarding Uncle Grimly, the professor's hint is a little misleading. He is not in the mirror room, as you might think. Oh, get out of here. I have no time for you. He is standing right here, in the wardrobe room. Yeah, there is a mirror here, I guess. We can switch back to standard for this. So, Uncle, what do you say? Oh, I don't trust that I'm not going to get warped back to the foyer. What do you say? Nobody will find me because I'm old, cranky, and by gum, people are afraid of me. Yeah, well, hey, he's got a good attitude about it, right? So, you just wait. You wait, and you wait, and then he does that, and oh, you're too fast. He's too tough. Really? Really? There, get out of here. He has absolutely no pull on the vacuum whatsoever. So, yeah, he's easy. Literally the easiest ghost in the game. But now I am cornered by copious amounts of money that I don't want to touch. Okay, they're gone. It is safe to move. And in this chest we get a key, and this key just so happens to lead to the breaker room in the basement. So this guy is, in fact, mandatory, though again, the professor seems to think otherwise. Actually, we can, now we can do this on purpose. And just head on back to the foyer, and go down to the breaker room, which, at some point between Area 1, or Area 2, and now, has been locked. Yeah, see? There it goes. If I wanted that gold mouse and the money it carries, I could catch it. Because it has respawned in the blackout. I'm glad that happened, because it shows that I'm correct. So, in here, and again, remember, there is a blue ghost. I don't actually think this is a table. I think this is like a big oil drum or something. But anyway, we aren't gonna bother with him, because we're turning the lights back on. And just like that, looks like it worked, huh? Where is this key to? I don't remember. Am I going back up to the third floor? I am not. It is just down the hall. Okay. And there's a boo in this room. So, the boos of the final area of the game are tricky. They are the strongest ones. Booby hatch, I'm nuts. I'm sure you are. But you have 200 HP, which is not even the biggest boo in the game. And now you're in the hallway. I probably won't catch you in this episode. Because you see, if I can find the button, in the basement here, there are several rooms all very close together, and we don't get access to them all immediately. So my trick for catching the basement boos is to wait until all of these rooms are cleared, these 4 down to the south here. And then you can chase the booze from room to room without needing to worry. But for now, I do need to worry. There might be a blue ghost in this box. I feel like there is. Again, it's an easy thing to check if you're looking for money. But I'm not, so I won't check. I will remain ignorant for now. And, whoa there, you are also in a barrel. Okay, not dealing with you. I am trying to use this vacuum for its intended purpose. And vacuuming up piles of dust and debris. There, nice and clean. There's a lot of various money in these shelves. Just a bunch of gold bars and bills and such, you know, the usual staples. And there's another ghost in another barrel. Let's deal with you. And that's it, just the two of them. There are these anti-gravity patches, just like we saw in the tea room. So you can kind of skip a bunch of those dust piles if you don't want to bother. Ugh, this one's on the 3rd floor. Okay, out of curiosity. Okay, maybe I can just... Nope, you're in here somewhere. Oh, money! No! It is I, fair... Bouripides? Yes, you're Greek. No, I collected a bill! I shouldn't have done that! Bouripides has made himself an enemy for life. Frankly, I blame him, and he'll get his someday. But for now, I guess the positive part of needing to replay everything that I just did because I picked up a single bill is that you didn't need to watch me climb all the way back up to the 3rd floor of the mansion. Oh, and here's something fun. You can look out the window. Isn't that nice? But enough of that. We are returning to the telephone room. And this is, in fact, this is not a required room. This room is optional. I think if you open some of the big chests here, some ghosts pop out, and then you earn yourself a green chest full of money if you catch them all. But I don't want such things, so I will move right on to this room here. This is the clockwork room, and we can see the next ghosts that we need to catch. But they aren't going to move until we activate them. I wonder if they say different things. Squeak, squeak. How about you? Hey, stop looking at me! Oh, that one actually reacts. How about you, Green? What do you say? The valve. That's ominous and nonsense. It doesn't mean anything. There are no valves in this room. What you need to do is knock on these fancy cuckoo clocks that are all over the room. And they start going. And I guess they annoy these wind-up soldiers so much that they spring to life. And what you need to do is wind them up enough that their key pops off, and oh boy, no, I'm cornered. This is not a good place to be. Oh, I am surprised I got that in one go. But the only one of these soldiers that matters... Oh, ow. Oh, that didn't hit me. Okay, I reacted too quickly, I guess. I'm too good at this game, you see. There we go. Now we can get you. But, okay, that time they did, in fact, shoot me. The only soldier that matters is the blue one. He is the one who holds all the pearls. The others are just pests that you can get rid of at your discretion. There we are. Now you, however, I need to be careful. I need to be careful with you. Come on. There we go. I can't be picking up any pearls, now can I? No. Ooh, that was close. Great. Now I need to dodge pearls and pop guns. My favorite. I'm too fast for him. He can't get me. Aha! And you have less than 50 HP, so this shouldn't be a problem anymore. No way. Okay. So now, there is another boo in this room, of course. And just like the ones in the basement that I was talking about, as you can see here, there are a lot of rooms on the 3rd floor that we haven't been to yet and that we don't have access to yet. So, again, it's maybe in our best interest to just go after these boos later, once we've actually been everywhere. But maybe I can find this one just so that you, see what he says, right? Even if I can't catch him quite yet. Are you in here? No. Oh, you're in here. Ah, I'm glad you can still activate all the cuckoo clocks. That's nice. How about here? No. How about here? No. Okay. The pearls are gone. Where are you? You are here. That's unsettling. Time for the 6 o'clock booze, with 300 HP. I don't like this one. Actually, this is a weird one. He doesn't say his name. Ouch. I believe he's named Boozecaster. You know, like newscaster. Maybe he'll say it now. No? Okay. I'm gonna try to catch you with an insane amount of luck. He would have gone back into the clockwork room. I guess that... No, don't go that way, please. Ugh. See what I mean? It is a fool's errand to try catching these things the first time you enter these rooms. It's just not gonna work out. They have too much HP. So, whatever, we can let that one be. We are returning to the clockwork room and using this elevator that takes us up to the roof. Here we are. And whoa, there's ghosts. There are masked Shy Guy ghosts who are once again dancing around. I guess I can vacuum a couple of them. I actually need the hearts. There we are. I don't know if I ever... Maybe I said this in the first episode, but if you manage to vacuum up 2 ghosts at once, it rewards you with hearts. And it's actually a lot easier to just burn the Shy Guy ghosts than actually try doing things properly. There, see, look at that. Look at how easy it is to just turn the fire on them. Maybe I can get all 3 of them at once. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah! No problem. Luigi is a professional. And ooh, these are ice ghosts. You need to be burned. There. And now I can do this. And we're done. Okay, the roof is cleared. And this bonfire, I guess, just stays here forever. You know, bonfire on the roof. It's a nice evening, I suppose. But we can climb up this ladder and collect another key. Where does this one go? It might actually go to that room that the boo escaped to. Yes it does. All right. Well, we could, I guess, go and take a look at that room, but I'm not gonna bother with that right now. I think I would rather investigate this chimney here, because this is a little special something. Again, this is optional, you don't need to do this, but you can just jump down. And we land in the sealed room. Ah, and I am not lucky. You see, for those of you playing this game and trying to collect everything, there is a golden mouse that randomly spawns sometimes as soon as you step outside the fireplace. Which means, if it doesn't spawn for you, you have to leave the sealed room and go all the way back up to the roof and fall down the chimney again to try to catch that mouse again, and again, and again, until you just so happen to trigger that random chance of it spawning. It is a pain, and I don't recommend you do it. It is not worth it. But yes, the sealed room, this is the room on the 2nd floor that is boarded up. And I am not gonna bother clearing this room. I believe there's a blue ghost in this treasure chest, by the way, but I am not going to bother clearing it because it just sort of... Well, it doesn't only give you money. It also gives you a key. So let's talk about that. See just south of us here? That other locked door? That door is unlocked from the key that you get by clearing this room. And that room, as well as the adjoining room, are also both optional. In fact, there is another optional portrait ghost in there. Her name is Sue P. Perhaps I will put a picture up on screen right now, because I am not going to bother going through with all that because I would gain nothing. So, we are going to warp on out of here. We will return to the foyer, which is nicely lit now. The toads are back in business, and I'm going to leave this episode right here. So I do hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I hope you'll join me again next time for the next exciting episode of this, because I believe it will also be the final episode of this. Till then, ta-ta.